I want to thank everybody, first and foremost, for just celebrating with us. Traci was my...
When family drama spills from private matters into the public eye, things can get messy, especially when it involves the passing of someone as prominent as Traci Braxton. In the case of her death, the gloves are officially off with her husband, Kevin Sr., accusing her famous sisters of theft and manipulation. These allegations are stirring up a storm on the internet and shaking the very foundation of the Braxton family's public. All right, get ready, because this story is about to get messy. Before Traci passed, she made sure to have her will in place, but instead of bringing peace, it's causing all kinds of drama. Traci decided to give her son, Kevin Jr., full control over her final arrangements. That means he's the one making all the decisions, from funeral costs to who gets to attend her memorial, and even what she would wear. Traci's wishes were pretty clear, but it's like her plan just opened a whole can of worms. It's safe to say things are far from calm right now. Hold on tight, because things are getting wild. Traci wasn't about the big public fanfare at all. She asked for a private viewing and cremation, and even made sure to exclude certain groups, like the Zeta Beta sorority and the Order of the Eastern Star, from being involved in anything. Now that's some serious planning. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Traci also made it clear that her son, Kevin Jr., would take over her brand and her legacy, meaning he's in charge of carrying it all forward. As for her husband, Kevin Sr., he got a few things, like some bank accounts and a diamond ring, but the big prize? That's all Kevin Jr.'s. And let me tell you, this plan has stirred up more drama than anyone expected. Here's where the whispers start. Some fans are speculating that Traci Braxton intentionally bypassed her husband, Kevin Sr., when naming her son as the personal representative of her estate, possibly due to unresolved ISS issues in their marriage. Rumor has it that Kevin Sr. cheated on Traci and may have even passed on HPV, which some believe. This is where it gets really interesting. There's talk that Traci's troubled relationship with her sisters could have played a role in her developing throat cancer. If that's true, it makes sense why she decided to leave everything to Kevin Jr. instead of her husband. Maybe she wanted to protect her legacy and keep it away from her husband. But here's the real question. Why didn't Traci trust her sisters enough to put them in charge of her estate? Well, word is, Traci didn't trust them at all. Allegedly, they mistreated her for years, making her feel like she didn't even belong in her own family. And let's not forget, Traci wasn't just someone who stayed in the background. She had a strong presence, and it's clear that played a big part in her decisions when it came to her legacy. This is where things get real. Traci was an important part of the Braxton legacy. She had her own voice, her own struggles, and her own story to tell. Yet, fans noticed how her sisters often acted like she didn't belong. Remember that awkward moment on Braxton Family Values when the family visited Traci? Instead of supporting her, they criticized her cooking. That wasn't just some petty drama for the cameras. It showed how Traci was constantly overlooked and disrespected. So honestly, can you blame her for not leaving her sisters in charge? With everything she went through, it makes sense why she trusted Kevin to handle her legacy. Let's talk about Kevin Jr. for a moment. He wasn't just Traci's son. He was the one who truly had her back and cared about keeping her legacy alive. Now, we all know how complicated family can be. Parents have their struggles, and kids go through their own challenges too. But let's be real. Stepping into the role of handling his mom's estate after her passing has been no easy task for Kevin Jr. Since Traci's death, he's been facing challenge after challenge, and it's been a lot for him to handle. It's not all smooth sailing, and he's been doing his best to navigate the storm that's come his way.
We all go through it. Parents go through, parents and kids go through certain things,
This is honestly so heartbreaking. Kevin Jr. didn't just lose his mom, but on top of that, he was dealing with a tough divorce from his wife, Olivia Aon. Can you imagine the weight of everything hitting him all at once? In the first episode of the new Braxton family show, Kevin Jr. opened up about how overwhelming it's all been. The grief, the stress, the drama. It's been a lot for him to handle. But just when you think things couldn't get worse, Trina, one of Traci's sisters, pointed out the strange tension between Kevin Jr. and his dad, Kevin Sr. Apparently, their relationship has been pretty rocky, adding even more pressure to everything Kevin Jr. is going through. It's a lot for anyone, and it's clear he's been struggling. They hadn't been talking much during this difficult time. I thought I was doing okay until you started talking and it kind of took me there, but I miss my sister so much, let's be real for a second. Stepping into the role of managing his mother's estate has been anything but easy for Kevin Jr. Since Traci's passing, he's been facing a storm of challenges, and it's been heartbreaking to watch. Not only did he lose his mom, but he was also going through a difficult divorce from his wife Olivia Aon at the same time. It's been a lot for Kevin Jr. to handle, and you can see the weight of it all. In the first episode of the new Braxton family show, he opened up about how overwhelming everything has been. The grief, the stress, the drama. It's clear it's been more than anyone should have to bear. But wait, it gets even heavier. Trina, one of Traci's sisters, mentioned how there's been tension between Kevin Jr. and his dad, Kevin Sr. They hadn't been talking much during this tough time, which only made everything worse. Imagine dealing with all that emotional chaos on top of everything else. It's no wonder Kevin Jr. has been struggling to hold it all together. So there's this video making its way around social media, and it's stirring up a lot of drama. In the video, Kevin Jr. says, "This is my son, unfortunately," and it was filmed by someone pretending to be his friend. Pretty shady, right? But things took a major turn in episode 7 of the Braxton family show when Tamar Braxton dropped a bombshell. She suggested that Kevin Jr. might have been talking to the police. Tawanda, another one of Traci's sisters, even got a tip that Kevin Jr. might have a warrant out for his arrest. This sparked wild speculation. Could someone close to him have set him up? And if you thought the battle over Traci's estate couldn't get any more complicated, this twist just took it to a whole new level. The drama in the Braxton family is getting more personal by the day, and it's just as messy as it is financial. After Traci's passing, the strain on Kevin Jr. has been hard to ignore. It's been tough, and things got really scary during filming. According to the showrunner, Kevin Jr. had a seizure, and it caused a huge effect. The tension between Kevin Jr. and Kevin Sr. is impossible to ignore. In a heated argument, you can hear Kevin Jr. repeatedly saying, "You told me no," while his father fires back, calling him a liar and even blaming him for Traci's cancer. The anger between them is real, and it shows just how broken their relationship is. A lot of people think the root of their issues is Traci's decision to make Kevin Jr. in charge of her estate instead of Kevin Sr. This has sparked a kind of silent competition between them, both trying to hold on to her legacy. It's a messy situation that just keeps getting worse, and it's clear this family has a lot of unresolved pain. Nick. The family rushed to find his medication and tried to stabilize him. Tawanda later revealed that it was Kevin Jr.'s then-wife, Olivia Heron, who first told her about what happened. That moment was a wake-up call, showing just how much Kevin Jr. has been dealing with while trying to hold everything together.